it is not too late to join us for a full night of racing. And like we said, we got a monthly pass that you can hop into and join us for a whole bunch of Bakersfield Speedway action with the Richie McGowan Memorial Race. 5 cars slated and ready to go for the opening heat race. That's right. This is heat race number 1. We are just getting started here.
As your lineup will be the 11B of Brian Baker and the 1R of Ryan Olds, row 2 80D of Dylan Wilson, and the 17A of Adam Baker with Jason Bannister in the 51 rounding out the field. This is 8 laps. It says 10 laps on scoring, but it's 8. Unless we pushed it 2 extra laps. Listen, I don't mind extra racing, but we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's 8.
I'm good with it.
All right, lineup is good, field at the ready, and we are going green for heat number 1 for the Sport Mod.
It's going to be Baker with the early advantage, but don't look now. Oh yeah, is on its way.
A little dicing it up in the back here. Bannister in the middle of it all.
Side by side for the lead. Dylan Wilson in the Kool-Aid car is going to have a car going front.
Oh,
and
no. Stacking up 4 out of the 5 cars.
And your winner is the 1R of Ryan Olds, the only car not involved in this wreck.
Now, thankfully, it looks like everyone's able to drive away so far. We're missing the 80D of Wilson.
We had an autograph session today, and the Kool-Aid car was handing out Kool-Aid drink, like the pouches. And I honestly was jealous when I saw those walking around. I was like, I could go for a Kool-Aid right now.
Okay, then how many of these people have a full packet for probably a gallon of water, and they're adding it to their little bottles of water? Talk about the sugar rush.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, because they're not like the packet.
It's
like
the
they're
full
like
pack.
like
for
Capri
the
Sun.
Yeah,
you got you could jam the straw in there. Were you when you had a Capri Sun, what was your, because a lot of people had different strategies with us. Do you put the straw up top in there's that little hole, and you had to aim for that, or were you the person who jammed it into the bottom?
No, well, I personally didn't like Capri Sun because they're too sweet for me.
If you come into this conversation late at any point, you're in trouble, by the way.
That's true. However, I never jammed it. I don't like to force things that are of a non-issue because they've already got a pre-hole there for
Right, it's there.
I wouldn't want to jam anything. I did like to pop the bags afterwards.
You blow them up,
it,
jump on them. Yeah. Well, that's a must. I was always like, look, God intended for the straw to go through that hole. I'm going to put it through that hole.
Well, I always felt, too, that if you were to shove it in, that you'd be squeezing the bag trying to hold on tight, and it just squirt all over your face.
I just don't even know how we're going to make it through these 5 events.
This is our first heat race.
We're going to go back to racing. We don't have a working scoreboard. That's unfortunate. 2 laps in of 8, 6 laps to go. And it'll be Ryan Olds leading us back for the restart. All cars continuing.
Did you just laugh at me?
I laughed at you laughing.
I feel like you were laughing when I said all over my face.
It was the visual.
Thanks.
Bannister takes the lead. Turn number 4, battle for second. Now Wilson moves into second. The 17 might have caught the wall there.
That's what I was thinking.
3 wide out of turn 2, perhaps? Yes. The shiniest car here is about to have a problem.
Oh, no, and we hit the tire.
For the guy who wasn't involved in the first wreck, he's been hit by every car that's passed him.
That car's getting more narrow.
It is. That was Adam Baker in the 17 who was shiny and hit the 1R of Ryan Olds, who got abused in that lap or 2.
The car that started at the very back of the pack, Bannister in the 51, is the one that's currently leading over Wilson's 80D.
5 laps in, 3 laps to go. Bannister, Wilson, Baker, and Olds.
It is a shiny looking race car, though.
It's blinding, and I love it.
watching in your living room.
Final lap, Jason Bannister. Out of turn number 4, winner, heat race number 1 for the IMCA Northern Sport Mod.
Now I'm going to show Bannister's left front area to show how lucky he is, because it could have been really bad for that suspension, and who's to say that it's not moved around. But you can see the damage right at the back of the hood or the front of the door, all scrunched up, but it's behind the wheel, and that could have taken out the left front suspension. But I guess he crashed properly.
So Jason Bannister wins. Everyone's stopping on the front straightaway. Dylan Wilson second. Brian Baker, Adam Baker, and Ryan Olds. Everyone gets the top 5. Everyone wins.
I had to blow a bug away.
You all right?
Do you think it's going to be... I'm fine. Do you think it'd be bad for that bug, though?
To blow it away?
Well, I did. I'm saying I'm fine. The bug's not.
Oh.
Do you think that it's going to have... we're going to have bugs tomorrow at Kern?
No.
I hope not.
I don't want us to, so that's why I say no.
I agree.
I can't believe that we gave Colorado such a bad tripod.
It wasn't terrible. It was usable for us, but man, if we're trying to train a newbie, like we're actually doing, it's really, we're not helping them at all.
We upped the game, everybody. We upped the game.
Well, if those of you are watching around the world here on BakersfieldSpeedway.tv by way of Low Budget TV, or if you're just scrolling through socials and see our live looking, drop us a comment. Let us know who you're cheering from, maybe where you're watching from, maybe what's for dinner, maybe what you're reheating for dinner, as I will give you a starting lineup.
Just talk to us.
Just say something so we know we're audible. Maybe you've already muted us.
Hello.
That's okay too.
I'm looking forward to the starting lineup.
Well, just hang on a moment.
I'm so excited.
14H, Matthew Hagio will be starting on the front row alongside the 62 of Tate Loftus. Row 2, the 9, but it's really a 99B of Paul Brown. The C50 of Nick Kaufman to his outside, and rounding out the field, the 18C of Chris McCullough. You heard?
You heard. All right, 8 laps. Heat race number 2.
Yep, Loftus and Hagio will bring the field to green, waiting on the cone. They're at the cone, and they're going racing. 3 wide already in turns 1 and 2. Hagio with the early lead. He's got himself a car length on Loftus, but the battle is for third. Loftus starting to close in on the leader. Kaufman trying to find a way around McKellar, who's taking them all to the outside. And battle for the lead in the center of 3 and 4. You can see there's moisture there, the darker part of the racetrack, and that's exactly what Tate used. Tate Loftus to the lead. Hagio now was working the middle part of the track, but that's going away, it seems. You wonder, Jeffrey, if this track's going to be a high side and low side. We've seen many variations here. Sometimes everybody works to the high groove. Sometimes there's moisture down low and everybody stays down at the bottom. But there are certain nights where you'll see the middle be the no man's land and the inside and outside, which make it fun, because if you miss that inside, you're falling backwards. And if you take that outside, man, you can find yourself in a lot of speed, but also a lot of traffic.
So what will we get tonight?
Yeah, I'll be curious. It looks like Loftus, Hagio, McKellar kind of still working the middle side, but everybody down low. You ever get the heebie-jeebies when you're touching furniture?
Yes.
I just got that. White flag. Uncle Bob's chair up here gave me the heebie-jeebies. Tate Loftus took the lead 3 or 4 laps in, and coming out of turn 4 will take the checkered flag. 62 of Tate Loftus. Hagio in the second spot. McKellar third. Brown and Kaufman round out your field. 5 cars for 8 laps, and Kaufman's going to do himself a spin.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
You didn't miss much. I think someone already took out the camera.
You think so?
I don't even see it.
I do.
You do? Okay. Well, you're the one who put it there.
It's on the light.
Oh! I was looking at the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
You want a starburst?
Yeah.
There you go.
Where'd you get a starburst from? Tell everyone.
From Blankenship. Tyler Blankenship.
Did you give me your starburst? I have a pocket full of starburst.
Oh, well, I just put it in this cup holder.
Do you want these one?
Nope.
But you love sugar.
Don't need it. My teeth are already rotten.
Sugar's not about needing.
Oh, I already have a gap in my teeth.
I got 2 pink ones. I think that means I won the lottery.
Ooh, I got pink and red. Or I got orange and red.
Orange and red? That's pretty good.
What starburst do you have at home, ladies and gentlemen?
What starburst do you have at home? What's your favorite starburst? Are people talking to you?
What's our coverage question? Jackie Roberts saying, how about Bako? What's the car count tonight? Jackie Roberts in the 71 Hobby. Lucy watching from Napomo with Crocodile Chris Crump. Y'all need to come announce at Santa Maria. We would love to. In fact, why the heck are we in Santa Maria right now? It's 100 degrees. It's probably 72 over there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Lucy.
We love Santa Maria. Santa Maria, give us a call.
Lucy is our resident Christmas music lady. Brian Terry watching from the big comfy couch. We should go over there and talk to David. See if he'll let us in to announce at Santa Maria. I think they already have their announcers, though. Or maybe not because of the traveling series. That Santa Maria is kind of in a reopening phase. Why are you showing the dirt? Here, I'll fix
Is that
it.
what I was doing?
No.
Sorry.
So they just have a bunch of special events right now. They don't have a weekly program yet. But we'll hope they get there soon.
Heat race number 3. The 2B of Braden Claiborne leads us to the green. The 15F, dang it, Matthew Fraser. Always gonna get me. Now Matthew's gonna be mad. The 151, Tyler Bannister goes to the high side. Trying to take the lead.
He's dicing it up out there to the lead.
28P, John Piker, and the 96 of Brock Crawford, your field. So far, it's been good to be a Bannister.
Battle is for third spot.
Piker on the outside. Crawford was working the inside. Now they're going to set their sides forward on Claiborne.
Good to see John Piker again. It's been a while since we've seen him in the 28. Now he's going for second.
Looking to the inside, maybe just the slightest bit of contact. And now Crawford tried to find his way. He's going to try it again. You talked about which groove do we think is going to be the one. Right now, it just seems anything but the middle.
Yep. Middle is no man's land, it seems.
That battle for second might have had a little more contact. That could cut down a tire. I'm keeping an eye on Claiborne's left rear. Seems to be all right. As Piker moves into the second spot, Bannister opens up his lead.
Here's a little white dot going at the bottom.
Now it's a battle for third. So Claiborne trying to hold off Crawford.
Here comes the leader. White flag.
Final lap in our final heat race for the INCA Northern Sport Mods. It's not going to be a contest for the lead as the 151 Tyler Bannister works his way out of the final corner, sees the checkered flag, and he's going to take it. Out of turn number 4, it'll be Piker, Crawford, Claiborne, and Fraser. Your finishing order.
Well, like you said, good day to be a Bannister tonight.
Your finishing hors d'oeuvre.
Jason and Tyler picking up heat race wins. Tyler won the Sport Mod race that we were last at, which was, I think, 2 races ago now.
Now, someone was asking about car counts.
Yes. I got a lot. Don't even worry, Jackie.
We got, yeah.
Just come on over.
Calm down. We got cars.
How many
since
do we
you
have?
asked, I'm going to tell you. Let's see here. IMCA Northern Sport Mods, we got 15 entries.
Okay.
You impressed so far?
I am.
I'm going to come at you again. IMCA Modifieds, we're going to up it by 1.
16. Okay.
All right, but I'm not done yet.
Not bad for a Friday.
I'm not done yet. Hobby Stocks, they got their big race later on tonight. We got 19. Now may I mention, this is at the time that the entries got locked in, there might be people still pulling in.
True. Yeah, this is as of 4 o'clock, not 7:05 local.
Correct. Coming out on the racetrack right now, it is the American stocks.
Yeah.
23 of these puppies.
23.
That's technically more than a full field, but I bet they're going to start them.
Yeah, they're going to leave that 23rd car in the field.
Just don't
why not?
even mention them. Now, if we're lucky, we'll have 23 cars left after the heat races, but these are American stocks, and they do get wild and cray-cray. All right.
All right, well, we got the real steel on the racetrack, and starting on point, Colby Ward in the 59M, 79 of Ryan Barnes, 31 of Spencer Vasquez, Will Simcoe in the 4, rounding out the field, Jose Rosales in the 13, and the L787 of Ronald Lookadoo. And Jeffrey, I see at the bottom of my race pass, all transfer. So we don't have a B main for this class tonight.
Are we doing redraws tonight, though?
Yes.
All right, so top 3 will matter. You finish in the top 3 in your heat race. Well, let me clarify. It'll be because IMCA Northern Sport Mods only had 3 heats, so that would be top 4 are in the top 12.
You've got it's a number of 12.
You just got to be in the top 12 finishers in your heat race.
Carla Laney saying, "Oh, how I've missed you two. Ready for lots of laughs tonight." Carla, we love you for that. Someone who actually doesn't watch on mute.
Uh-oh.
Lucy saying it's 59 degrees right now, and the 59M is in the middle of a 3-way.
All right.
Thanks for the rub in there. 59 degrees on the coast.
Oh, going to get rubbed in.
Rosales, hang on to it.
Rub it in, rub it in.
Getting into the 31 of Vasquez, and
I think he hit half the field.
I think so. He's not done yet. You got to go for a perfect score. And all he had to do is get the 4 Simcoe.
Don't worry, there's still 7 laps left in this heat race. Plenty of time.
Oh, he just took himself out. Well, Jose Rosales not having the best.
Oh, look at this.
Lap number 2. And now the 59M of Ward spins it out in turn number 2. Your leader currently with no pressure, the 79 of Ryan Barnes, has himself a 2.5 second lead. So
look at who started last in this field. He's worked his way up to second.
Yep, he took the big L on this one. Yeah. If he finished second.
To be honest, I think everyone else did.
Oh, your leader got way sideways out of turn number 4. Now we've got a Lookadoo conversation happening. Because Lookadoo in the second spot, the L car, is also bringing the 4 of Simcoe. And that 2.5 second gap, Jeffrey, let's see when we cross the line now, it's going to be considerably shorter.
Lookadoo could catch him if Luka doesn't spin out.
Oh, Lookadoo pushing big time. And now that's going to fall into the hands of Simcoe for the second spot. That was a 2.5 second gap gone down to a 1 second gap.
Will pass him.
Will picking up some wins here this year in the American stocks. And it looks like these cars are even struggling in that middle groove.
Well, just be ready. Jose Rosales is going for the perfect score here.
White flag. They might not get to him because he's hauling booty.
He could drive the wrong way on the track.
Jose just had a bad 2 laps, man. But it's started out. Sometimes you just got to spin it out to hit the reset button. Ryan Barnes returns number 3 and 4.
Where are we going,
Turn left. You got to turn, remember? He'll cross the line. Lookadoo, Simcoe, Vasquez, Ward, and Rosales will round out your field. In fact, Rosales pulled off a lap early. No, but he's over in turn 2.
What's he doing over there?
He went camping.
You've camped at a dirt track. Or no, at an asphalt track.
I have.
Santa Maria?
Santa Maria, I stayed the night.
In a tent?
It was in my car.
Oh. Where was I?
You were, I think, gone. Maybe you were in Pismo or something. I don't know.
But then I was camping too.
Could you imagine? Hey, I can't be at Santa Maria this weekend.
I got to go to Pismo. Got to be 15 minutes away.
But I booked my hotel too late on Memorial Day weekend, and I think in Santa Maria, or maybe it's Pismo, one of those two, 15 minutes apart from each other, has a major car show. Like, I'm talking one of the biggest car shows this side of
the Mississippi,
the California coast, right? Oh. Like, it's a huge thing to do on the coast, right? And every hotel I went to, if it wasn't $1,000 a night, it was sold out. So I said, screw it. It's cool enough on the coast. I'll just crack my windows and lay down the seat.
All right. So for reference, in regards to the redraw, just so we're all on the same page, American Stocks will be the only division tonight that have 4 heat races. Everyone else will have 3 heats. So that's top 4 in those. That's top 3 for the American Stocks. This all becomes a lot easier when we get to the Bud Nationals later in the year.
Yeah.
Because we just always know top 3 and you're free. Well, let's figure out who's in this one as we get one to go. The number 0 of Ricky Childress Jr. will start on the pole. This car's already had contact today. Slammed in the back.
We got a rivalry, yeah.
Yeah, he slammed in the back of Nick Spainhoward. And the only people I've ever seen do that in a practice session would be Tommy and myself. 69X, that's Tyler Weeks starting outside row number 1. 01 of Devin Jones. 25 of Carson Conway. 25cc of Mason Conway. And the 74 of Wild Wayne.
There you go.
Dotson.
Yeah, here we go. We're racing.
Are we going to go 3 wide?
I think so. Yes, we are.
Weeks is going to go wide, and this is where it gets a little hairy.
Weeks there, still in the middle. Wayne Dotson working the low side.
Oh, there goes Weeks.
Spinning it out. We stay green, though. Weeks is going to carry on at the back of the pack.
Battle for second. It is Dotson to the inside of Jones.
Eric Jones in this cup race?
Jones. Dotson working that inside line, making it work. So we're seeing that inside line. He's got potential.
Yeah.
At least early on here tonight. And now Dotson sets his sights on Childress, who's opened himself up a nice 2-second lead over the field.
Yeah,
3 laps in, 5 laps to go. I'm not going to let you talk.
That's okay. On screen, you can see the gap there. That's what 2 seconds looks like.
I don't mean to correct you, but that's exactly what 2 seconds looks like. The leaders almost ran identical times. Tyler Weeks just had another issue in the 69. He's now at risk of going a lap down. Battle for third. Back straight away.
Oh, I thought they were going to bump into each other. Devin Jones up on the high side, going back a spot. In fact, is this car off the pace?
It looks like it. Trouble for the 01. Does not pull it off the track. This could lead to a yellow. Now, the driver that's struggling the most, not mechanically, at least for now it seems, is Tyler Weeks in the 69. He's gone for a spin, he's gone for a slide, and now he's got the leader on the rear bumper. As these two are going to have to figure some stuff out, they will close in on the 01 on the other side of the track. Turn number 4 is going to get a little bit hairy here.
Oh, yeah, it is. Here's Devin Jones.
White flag, we make it by.
But does Devin make it off the track?
He does.
All right.
Childress takes the white flag, laps Weeks.
Not days.
Not years. But minutes it took him to take the checkered flag as Weeks just stops on the front straightaway.
Weeks is over it.
Dotson second. Carson Conway, Mason Conway, Tyler Weeks, Devin Jones.
Did you just jinx their mechanical? Because now no one.
Yeah, I know. Weeks, I was going to say, he did not stop voluntarily coming to the line.
Oh, there you go. You got it going again.
That was a rough heat race for the 69. But
someone brought their bicycle.
What?
Someone brought their bicycle.
Did you not?
By the pit. I didn't. I didn't know that there was a thing today.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have bicycle races later on.
Bicycle races are coming today. So have all your American stocks ready. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Not just happy Friday, but for those of you that celebrate things early, happy 4th of July.
Yeah. I heard the TSA saying that they're expecting a major traffic jam. Don't go flying today.
Do not try to travel with fireworks.
Don't do it.
And what's the point? You can't light them on the airplane anyways.
No smoking.
Don't do that either.
I mean, no smoking in an airplane.
Save the fireworks. I wonder if we're going to see some go off, because I feel like most people are going to celebrate at the end of next week.
Right.
But this is America we're talking about.
Yeah, we started a week.
We're going to have some fireworks tonight, I have no doubt.
Amanda Smith saying, hi, guys. You can keep talking.
But I was going to say, I do feel like my normal self, because I just said we're totally going to have fireworks tonight. We have a fireworks show at Bakersfield Speedway tonight. Literally. And maybe figuratively.
That's true.
With the racing, too. You talking to everybody?
Trevor Fitz saying, Daniel West, Cody Johnson, and I are watching from Iowa, the land of corn and some dirt racing. We're hoping Robbie Sawyer knocks the deck out of it tonight.
You know, you and I were actually talking about Iowa. And did you know that there's a stat that I learned recently?
What's that?
That there is no professional comedian that has ever come out of Iowa. Do you know
why? Why would that be? You think about the whole globe, and everybody's got a comedian.
Not one. Their jokes are too corny.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I typically log on online to watch corn. Pure Iowa corn. And have you ever had their gas? Corn fuel?
No.
Here we go for the American stock heat number 4.
All fans of corn probably meet up at the Corn Hub.
Probably. We're terrible. Who put us on air? How are we still around? Jamesy Goff in the 12 will start on the front row alongside the 74 of Miranda Scott, 74M. The fact that we're laughing at our own jokes.
We're so dumb.
I see why now. Comedians are from California, not Iowa. Row number 2, the one of Roger Holder, and to his outside, the 78. Nope, that's James Williams in row 3. The 18. Or I'm sorry, that's a 12 of Gerald McKellar.
What's happening over here?
I get screwed up because that looks like an 8 from my eyes from way far back.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a 12.
70 of Jonathan McKinley will take the green for 8 laps. Now it looks like a 12. Very cool number up close. Jamesy Goff inside. Miranda Scott to the outside. Has a nose ahead. Heat number 3 for the American stock. Oh, Jamesy Goff coming across the nose of Roger Holder, the West Coast Wild Man. And around goes Sugar Boom Boom, the 78 of Williams.
Sugar Boom Boom has continued.
Uncle Bob's up here. He got his battery.
Uh-oh. Sideways. And safe. Did Sugar Boom Boom spin out again?
I didn't see. I was giving a battery to Uncle Bob. Now Uncle Bob's putting on his headphones.
I feel like he's having a very wild drive right now.
So 74M Miranda Scott leads over Roger Holder. Last time by, she had him by a second. This time by, Holder now closes in 7/10. But you don't need Tymon's corn to see that the one is right there. If Miranda Scott makes a mistake, or if Roger Holder can get a little bit more distance on entry, which he does, We're going to have a battle for the lead.
Send us your corn puns on Facebook. Comment them to us. I want more corn puns, guys.
Here we go. No. Brandon Scott with that outside momentum. Lap number 6 of 8. 2 laps to go. And we got a race here, Jeffrey. Miranda Scott, dedicated to the high side. Holder's going to take it low. And you can see that momentum carry, but is Holder that inside? Is he cutting enough distance? He's there, and he is passed, but he's pushed it up a little bit. Miranda's going to answer back to the inside.
Nope.
Roger Holder going to take the lead on the final lap, coming to the checkered. Heat number 3 winner.
Good race.
Not too shabby there. So Scott second, James Egoff third.
You giving this 12 a hard time with those numbers?
I am. I was. I like the numbers. It's just kind of the stripes in my eyeballs don't work well.
Like, there's a compare and contrast here. Look at both of these 12s.
Yeah. So Gerald McKellar.
It's the stripes. It helps blend in things, so it does kind of become an 18, like you said.
That's why I was like, wait, I don't have an 18 on my list.
How about Todd Bodine joining us here tonight?
Yeah, Todd Bodine. That was his NASCAR Craftsman Truck Championship winning truck.
Yeah, the Onion.
They just put a back window in.
Is this mine?
That is not mine, so it's got to be yours.
That's all I needed to hear. Did people send any more corn puns?
I don't think so. I think they're sticking away. I think they're staying away. So we're doing, if nobody has been able to notice, we are doing an extended live look-in. Jeffrey, do you think this will be it though? Or should we do at least one modified race?
Let's do at least one modified race.
We'll do at least one and not one more. Because we want you to join us here all night, BakersfieldSpeedway.tv, by way of low-budget TV.
All night. We're going to be going all night. We want you to go all night. We want to be together all night long. Lights are off. Trace Moniz in the number 30 going to start us on the pole with the 68S of Sonny Simpkins. Nick Spain Howard, number 40. 28C is Eric Simontel. And Trenton Millard, 29.
We are green. What do you think your dad and Uncle Bob are talking about right now?
That there's a 3 wide for the lead, probably. Almost 4 wide.
Oh, careful. There's the wall up there.
That's what I think they're talking about.
My knees and my elbows are getting a little nervous.
I see what you did there. Simpkins leads over Spain Howard.
Here comes Spain Howard. Spain Howard drives his car. This is unofficial news. If you're the police and watching, you don't know this, but Spain Howard drives this car to the racetrack. How about that?
I mean, to be fair, this thing used to drive on the streets. So
yes, it did.
Now, did he go through the effort of putting the headlights in?
I see headlights.
Then we're good.
There they are.
3 laps in, 5 laps to go. The race is for the lead with Spain Howard all over the rear bumper into the inside of Sonny Simpkins. Halfway. And kind of just hanging in there right now is Eric Simontel in the number 28. Maybe just looking to see how this is all going to turn out. Remember, Spain Howard was the other car involved in the little hookup we saw during hot laps between himself and Childress. And so if that angered Nick because he was a car that got hit, he might be hotter than a popcorn's fart.
That's true, and that's a corn reference. 100% Iowa corn farts.
Simpkins doing everything needed here to hold on to the lead as we're practically 3 wide for it with 2 laps to go.
Good American stock racing. Spainhauer's going to throw it in on the inside of Simpkins.
White flag. Advantage Simpkins. What are you willing to do to win a heat race? Spainhauer, this is your moment.
He's going in there.
Threw it in. Why not? Out of turn number 4, Sonny Simpkins with the advantage. Checkered flag. And that was a nice roundup of American stock heats.
That was great.
The good news is outside of a few potential mechanical woes, I think we got everybody to the main event. That should be a 23 car, at least, main event. And
You getting starbursts going?
Mm-hmm.
Tearing those things up. Good boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to give you all social media land one more heat race. IMCA Modified Heat, number 1. The rest, and the rest of the night, www.bakersfieldspeedway.tv by way of low-budget TV. Either way you want to watch it, you're going to see some good night of racing here at the Richie McGowan Memorial. If you want to see all season from now on, Bakersfieldspeedway.tv, we have a subscription for you. And if you got that subscription right now, you can go back and watch the season that you missed so far. But
you get it all.
Yep. Every race. As we'll bring on the IMCA Modifieds, the 2-2-3 of Jake Pike into his outside the X of Robbie Sawyer, who people are hoping he tears the deck off of it tonight. 17B of Tyler Blankenship, and the 10N Sandman Rob Sanders. 07X of Troy Morris III, welcome back to Bakersfield, and the C5 of Wayne Kaufman.
Well, we got a story.
Yes, we do.
We got the scoop here, and we found out that the 17B team believes that they have figured out how they have corrected the woes of bad luck.
Grandma. Was it Grandma?
Terry
Blankenship.
Grandma Blankenship.
Or we'll just call her Miss Terry Blankenship.
Miss Terry Blankenship, the grandma.
They kicked her out.
They don't let her come to the races anymore.
She's stuck at home watching us on TV.
Well, thank you for joining us, Terry.
Yeah, thank you. And shout out to you since you can't be here. She can be here. The problem is she was told not to by the team. By the driver. Yeah, by the driver. Could you imagine being told to sit down? Battle for the lead up front. Sawyer on the outside. Pike down low. And it'll be Sawyer leading lap number 1. Blankenship in the 3rd spot. Morris already up to 4th. He's a traveling racer this year. Back at his home racetrack. Blankenship on the move. Pike there, still trying to get by Sawyer, who is out in front.
I'm not trying to apply pressure here, but Tyler better win if he's keeping Grandma at home.
He's done it before. He knows how to do it.
He's looking to do it again.
Picking up that left front tire, the 17B of Blankenship. He's going to get by Pike on the inside, who's smoking.
Looks like the left rear.
Yeah, tire rub. Jake Pike, it's only a matter of time for that tire. Something tells me it's broken. It's like all the way broken.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the gas that long. No. It's like the suspension kind of jammed up.
Yep, it's all bound up. But
we're talking about redraws. He just missed the redraw.
Yeah, so now he's guaranteed outside of the top 12.
That was a near photo finish there between himself and Sanders. So it will be Sawyer, Blankenship, Morris, Sanders, Pike.
And that'll do it for our Facebook Live looking. Thank you all for joining with us. Now we're going to see
and Wayne Kaufman.
Sorry. I clipped your result.
No, I couldn't leave Wayne hanging that long.
So we're going to see you all on the other side, which is www.bakersfieldspeedway.tv. Join us for the rest of the Richie McGowan Memorial here at Bakersfield Speedway. Yeah, I think they're struggling over there.
Corn. Well, they're going to get this car hooked up. That's a bummer for Jake Pike. I feel like that's another name that we can expect.
Yes.
Whenever we travel north. Does it feel like there's a number of Santa Maria regulars here tonight?
I think they needed some heat.
They were cold.
Yeah, they had to go defrost.
So we have a remaining 2 heat races for the IMCA Modifieds. And then hobby stocks. Hobby.
Yes, sir.
I did walk by Robbie Sawyer. I have an X on my hat, and I was like, everyone thinks I'm rooting for you.
And what did he say?
I think he just looked like, what do you mean? It looks like I'm rooting for you.
He has duct taped low budget TV on the side.
Where did that come from?
From the racetrack, I think.
That was a big old chunk of dirt that just came flying over the fence.
Oh, man.
I'm not convinced that it wasn't just... it must have been one of the drivers just threw that up.
I think the kids are picking it up now. Figure they got a souvenir.
It is a souvenir. I mean, you can take a look at the chunk of dirt that just came flying off right now.
Maybe I can. It's the size of Tennessee.
And that thing's a dirt track for your Hot Wheels.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're breaking it up. They're sharing. How sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Well, we got modifieds on the racetrack.
We do.
Oh, wait. What do we got here? Debris on the front stretch. Someone dropped a rag.
We did an exchange, a rag for a big old chunk of dirt.
And a hat. It's all going down here.
Dang. E-race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds. Caitlin Robertson. And the number 7 will start on the pole with the 61X of Robert Whitworth.
He's got autographs, or he's got decals all over the side.
He's got the bird cage.
He does.
Dylan Potter in the number 3, the 12 of Michael Scruggs, and the 51G of Gavin Manning with a red wheel. Please tell me that the other 51 has like a blue wheel.
Ooh, that'd be cool. What if they did red, white, and blue?
That'd be, see? You can do a lot with colored wheels. 8 laps. Whitworth's ready to go, but not yet.
Can't do it. Now you can.
Robertson working that high line, and it will work. Potter working the low side, still battling for the lead, still battling for third. It looks like the front end of the 7, the Spider-Man car.
Yeah, the thing hit something. Do you think that car might have scooped up the mud clod?
Maybe, as Potter takes the lead. And now Manning trying to put on a battle for second.
Well, Potter not done. Robinson.
Yeah, Robertson working that outside the line, and it's going to get tight there out of turn number 2.
I put an N where it didn't belong.
definitely scooping up dirt.
Oh, we got loose there.
It's still tight. Whitwer also had a moment out of turn number 2, and that's going to allow the 12 of Scruggs to get to him.
There goes Whitwer and Scruggs. Battle is still for the second spot.
It is going to go to Gavin Manning, who now chases down Potter for the lead with 2 laps to go, and going to have a good run here out of turn number 2.
Robertson's still there if anything breaks out up front. Here
White
we go.
flag.
Oh, is Manning there? He's there.
It's going to be tight here. Exit of turn 2. These cars like to wash wide. Potter going to give the room. Manning going to fight. This is where we see this big run for the 51 a couple of laps. Who's it going to be at the line? Gavin Manning. Potter, Robertson, Scruggs, and Whitwer.
Not the first time tonight we've seen a last lap pass.
And it won't be the last.
So do you think Potter there with a sitting duck, or do you think that maybe if he was somewhat aggressive to take the line?
Well, I've been talking to the drivers and teams heading into this weekend, and they've all said that on the last lap they want to be in second because of the draft.
The draft.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be able to aero block a little bit, though.
No, not in these cars.
Not in these ones?
No.
Nah. Not going to happen. These cars are open wheel. There's no aerodynamics in dirt racing, right? I mean, that was the big thing, is how NASCAR had all the aero and engineering. Those pavement boys always have their engineering and wind tunnel, and that there's no aerodynamics to worry about in dirt racing, even though you see all kinds of body manipulation and all kinds of good stuff. Nah, there's no aerodynamics to worry about. Never. No. Somebody once said, and I get it, aerodynamic works at any speed. You stick out your hand and tuck it behind the driver's side mirror on your door, and then you move it out from behind that mirror. That's how you know there's aerodynamics, because that force will push against your hand every time.
Professor Thomas.
This is what I heard. I'm not that smart. Brad Pounds in this race. Welcome back, Brad Pounds. With a 15F of Marcus Frazier lines up alongside Steve Noland in the 17, and we are green. Larry Wise, 61 of Dalton Houghton round out the field. Brad Pounds, oh man, we're in theory 4 wide, but we weren't really. Larry Wise, last time we were here, he swept the night with a heat win and the main event. He's already at the way back of the pack, but with 7 laps to go, can he claw his way forward? Here we got a battle for second. The 215s on the racetrack. I believe they're the total of 3 number 15 cars tonight. 2 of them are driven by a Frazier, and Pounds in the second spot. Drives away. Now this turns into a 3-car battle for third. And when we reference that redraw, Jeffrey, Larry Wise in third at the tail of it.
It would actually be Frazier because they only have 3 heats.
That's right, 4, top 4. That's right.
And we have a really good battle for that 4th spot.
I'm glad you're paying attention. So Houghton, what he's trying to do is get by the 15 to potentially pick a number 1 pill in the redraw. Oh! And they do a little squeezing.
And this is why I'm pretty certain that there's definitely a redraw tonight.
You mean they wouldn't go aggressive for 4th any other night?
Oh, we know they would go aggressive for last.
Oh, and Frazier. Marcus Frazier just about spinning it out.
Well, we were closing in briefly on a potential battle for the lead. Pounds is trying to close in on Nolan, but white flag.
And it looks like this track is starting to widen out a little bit more every race. These modifiers are obviously Jason burning in the track a little bit more. Checkered flag waves. Steve Nolan. Brad Pound second. Larry Wise third. Houghton and Frazier.
I need you to do me a favor.
What would you like, sir?
Tell me, do we have an intermission tonight?
I'm looking at the lineup, and I do not see a listed intermission.
Oh.
I'm looking at the schedule, and hobby stocks are the next heat races, and they're the final heats before we get into main events. I'm going to guess that we're going to have a break in between.
Yeah, they might work in the track.
They're declaring Lenny White in the 61.
Lenny White
I swear to God.
in the 61. That doesn't make any sense because Dalton Houghton, yeah. You might be thinking of Larry Wise in the 5.
Yeah, you probably heard Larry Wise. My dad got very excited.
But Lenny White did race dirt at Paris Auto Speedway. He did.
In what?
In street stocks.
Why?
I think he won the championship out there one year.
Well, I'd act surprised, but it's Lenny White.
It's Lenny White, yeah. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
I think we have some...
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think. That's my trick. That's my secret.
The best way to not be right or wrong is to not even think.
That's right.
No, that's wrong.
Oh. I thought too hard.
See, I told you overthought it.
All right, hobby stocks. 3 heat races. Top 4 for the redraw. And starting on the pole is Austin Meade in the number 0, the 2X of Ricky Childress Jr., who's already picked up a heat race victory here earlier in the American stocks. 4Q, Colby Quinton. C4, James Cornelius. The 24 is Steven Johnson. A little out of order here.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to tell me that's the 1.
That's a 174.
That's the 174 of Wayne Dotson. And the 916 of Marcus Wonkum.
We are green, 8 laps.
And we're spinning out and wrecking into turn number 1.
What's going on there in turn number 1?
It's the big one. Massive trouble.
Oh my goodness.
C4, James Cornelius just got spun out.
That was an explosive turn number 1.
That was wild. Wayne Dotson.
I think that's why.
He's wild. And he's Wayne. This is Wayne's world.
Oh, Wayne's got a flat right rear.
Party on.
Well, that was a... Oh, now we have the 24 that almost hit the wall. So I think this car is struggling, which is why it didn't start in its initial spot.
I think we're all struggling.
It's all crazy. We're going green? Nope, not. Well, maybe not this lap. They're the shoe on the track. Jimmy the shoe.
Oh, I was looking for the shoe. I thought too hard. Too long.
I'm going to do a thing real quick.
No, you're not. Don't do it. Tommy's doing a thing. He's now unplugged my headset. I think he's tired of getting tangled up. I think that's what Tommy's doing. As the lights are out, no pressure. No pressure, Tommy. You are not going to make it. There's no way. No way. Photo finish. Green flag.
All right. I had to uncord myself. I had to go wireless for a second.
Well, we started with 7. And we have quickly adjusted to 5. As we're working our way through lap number 1. Meade struggled off turn number 4.
Oh, yeah. Still struggling. But I think we're okay now. Well, I think the C4 might have made out better than we all thought he would. Cornelius, already up to the second spot.
Now remember, these drivers will be doing a 32-lap main event here later on tonight. So don't make your night any longer than it needs to be in the heat race.
Either we got tire rub or smoke under the hood for the 916.
C4. Oh. Now, those door hits are allowed. That was in the passenger side.
Don't hit those drivers, though.
Driver side hits are not allowed in demolition derbies.
Jeffrey, did Don Mead... Which Mead is this?
This is Austin Mead.
Sorry. They're the Don Mead that drives a number 99. Austin went on the complete opposite end of the number spectrum. How about that?
Yeah.
Almost as far as you can go.
Or you could say that was the next number up.
That's true. I like that. Yeah, maybe it ran out. Had to go back to 0. Got to go back to square 0.
Well, the driver who doesn't need to go back to square 0 is that driver leading the way, the 2X of Ricky Childress Jr. White flag in the air.
This 916 car was smoking, still is. And it might be out from the hood, because it looks like both sides are smoking now.
Well,
Left and right.
It's still running at least.
Smoking in stereo.
Out of turn 4, Ricky Childress Jr. wins heat race number 1 for the Hobby Stocks. A wild heat race.
And here comes the rest of the field. Mead, Cornelius.
Yep, Colby Quinton second. Marcus Wonkum with the mysterious mechanical smoke finishes third. Mead, Cornelius, Dotson, and Johnson round out this field.
Is Cornelius going to go along with our corn jokes today?
No.
Okay.
But that would be a good name.
It would be a good name for our theme of the day.
Cornelius.
Mm-hmm. Cornelius probably doesn't even like corn.
I could think of 2 Corneliuses.
Yeah?
There was the Cornelius. There was the Cornelius in Once Upon a Forest.
Yeah.
You remember Cornelius
No.
in Once Upon a Forest?
I don't.
The animated movie?
I don't remember it.
No?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Cornelius.
Nope. Don't know.
All right. Well, how about Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Nope. I don't think I remember.
You got to be kidding me. You don't know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Is that the deer?
It's
Yukon?
reindeer. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's not Cornelius?
No. His name's Rudolph.
I thought the light was like signaling.
You won't be seeing the light if you don't know who Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is.
I thought the red light was the headlight on that deer.
Move out of the way. I'm going to film this race.
Okay, you do it.
Jeez. You don't know Yukon Cornelius was the guy who liked silver and gold.
That is a very purposeful name.
Did you adjust something on here? Because I feel like I lost beef on my audio.
Maybe when I turned something
I've
around.
lost it. I've lost beef.
There, better? Better?
I lost beef. I feel like something happened.
When I plugged in, it didn't go in all the way, so I jammed it like your Capri Sun.
First, you screwed me up with Yukon Cornelius. All right.
Don't know what to tell you.
How about, I think we're better now. How about you give us a starting lineup to make up for your sins?
I can do that, Jeffrey. On point in the number 39. Remember, this driver started losing his bumper last time. Matt Ehler. And to his outside will be the number 2 of Kevin Irwin, the 86 of Cowboy Clay Waters, the 72 of Tyler Irwin, the 13 and the 12, Casey Johnson, and James Dump Cecil. Well, Irwin, both Irwins go right to the front. Kevin Irwin, Tyler Irwin. The 2 and 172. Ehler in the 3rd spot.
Well, this has been a cleaner start.
Oh, Casey Johnson putting the bumper or the fender to Cecil. There is a bathroom sign on the back quarter panel of Dump. We'll get to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a restroom sign. You see it?
I do.
We'll see it maybe next time.
Oh, I see it.
Single file around the racetrack, not missing anything. Tyler Irwin 0.8 back from Kevin Irwin's number 2. As the field strings by.
It's always fun when you get dumped behind the wheel.
Yeah, he's typically out there racing the quad around. But I think, again, the support of these racers for Richie McGowan, they all take their time to race for Richie. As Richie supported most or all of these drivers himself.
Looks like a little bit of cosmetic damage here on the front end of the 2. I don't think that's how the car started. But we've seen this a little bit tonight where sometimes the leaders, or I don't know if it's the dirt kicking up and kind of causing that. White flag in the air.
Aerodynamics. Oh! Johnson, turn. There's a wall there.
Well saved. We'll see if he gets revenge. Turn number 4.
And checkered flag for the Irwins. Kevin Irwin, Tyler Irwin, Matt Ehler, Casey Johnson tried to get by Waters, could not do it. And that is a race with Dump rounding out the field. Now let's see if we can zoom in on this restroom.
Oh man, I've got the best high-speed shots of this restroom sign.
Oh, you did? I apologize. Do it for me.
Now I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. And maybe this will inspire you to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What did that say? I can't even.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were going to be up on my arm.
I was trying to read it. I didn't know if it was.
I need more zoom, man. We got the zoom limiter on this thing.
I didn't know if I needed the restroom or not.
I'm zoom monitoring this thing. Is everyone going to see when I do this?
I don't think so.
Well, if you do.
If they do, they can learn our secrets.
Yeah.
So this will be our final heat of the night. And Brian Terry telling us that there's a rocket launch tonight.
Yeah?
8:14.
What should I put on? It's on optical only. Or is that what we leave it on?
No, that's normal.
Rookie.
So let's go that one, yeah.
Speed zoom. Heck yeah. Now let's see what I got here. If I want to just keep zooming.
You go to the stars.
Dang, that's nice. All right, you want to film or something?
I can.
I fixed the camera for you, and you want to film?
Yes, I need to test drive it now.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how I did. And I will tell you who's in this race. As the lights will come off this time by.
I just heard John Candy saying that there will be a track prep session after this. That'll give you all a break from us and us a break to go check out our cameras around the racetrack.
We got some cleaning to do, I think. We've been kicking up the dirt. All right. Troy Thomas Jr. in the 58T will start on the pole with the 44. Rick Childress on the outside, the real deal.
The real deal.
Ethan Johnson, 26S. 72, Mason Conway. 87, Lloyd Wren Jr. Man, that number pops.
Yeah,
and the one end of Nicholas Johnson.
Some of these drivers we have not seen in a while, but we're going green. I'm talking about you, Lloyd Wren.
Yeah, Lloyd. Lloyd is sideways.
He is. Battle for third.
Heat race number 3, the final heat race of the night. Lloyd Wren Jr. goes for a spin.
Spinning it out almost. Oh. Did he hit the wall or no?
He parked.
Well, as that was happening, Conway was struggling.
He's still parking. 3-point turn.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Did you get Lloyd's spin?
I got it, yes.
Oh, my God.
But I was also trying to watch.
Can you rewind it Conway so I can see it?
He just did a spin. Don't worry. You'll see it in the highlights.
I watched the whole thing. Wait. I show you the bathroom sign, but you can't show me a replay?
Yeah,
okay.
I can.
All right. You know what?
Someone asked that the other week, actually.
For what?
They were asking one of the tracks that we cover, I think it was Tucson Speedway, was asking our camera guy over there. Poor Arthur didn't know what to do, so he texted me. He goes, the track's asking for a replay. How do I do that?
And
I'm like, nope, you don't. It's not because we don't want you to. It's because we don't want you to get lost and then no more racing coverage.
And you can't be found.
I feel like Arthur's good enough to do it. I just don't want it. It just gets weird, right? Because then you gotta rewind it on the camera. It's not like a professional setup.
Lap 2 restart, 6 laps to go. The real deal leads us back underway as Lloyd Wren Jr. is getting, I feel like he's just getting back in the mode here.
Yeah.
Again, I like those green numbers, though. I have to be complimentary.
Very standouted. Now, what we don't know is if Lloyd, I want to say, this is my first time seeing Lloyd Wren this year, and in fact, for many years. But, I mean, you and I have been doing the highlights for Uncle Bob this season, and I don't remember seeing this car.
I think there's smoke coming out of Johnson's 26S. A lot of smoke. It's getting worse.
It's bouncing.
It's bouncing. Nicholas Johnson taking over the 3rd spot. Stephen Johnson fighting and continuing to smoke.
Pretty cool that you got a husband and wife racing team. Stephen Johnson, Casey Johnson. Families that race together stay together.
That's right.
Even when you bring in an outsider like your wife. She's got to even go racing. And she's been picking it up.
Mandatory.
Yep.
Battle for second. Nicholas Johnson just getting to the inside of Thomas. Ooh. A little more. A little more. A little more. We've seen some rivalries this year.
We have. Yes, we
Some
have.
of them may have involved the one end of Nicholas Johnson. Well, Lloyd Wren's going to spin it out in turn number 2 for the final lap. The real deal, Rick Childress takes the victory. Troy Thomas, Nicholas Johnson, Stephen Johnson, Mason Conway, and Lloyd Wren. You wouldn't even know he spun out.
No, this thing, he's keeping it clean.
He got it. It's clean, and he got it going so quick. And that is going to be a wrap, right, of our heat race?
That'll be it.
So if you are joining us here live, we got more racing coming your way. If you're watching this on YouTube, that means you're watching this way on delay, but we hope that you had fun watching. Remember, www.lowbudget.tv. We got a whole bunch of racetracks under our Low Budget TV banner this year, and thrilled to be bringing you all the coverage. So make sure to join us for more in 2024.